We need to engage everyone, right from the grassroots to the corporate world, the executives and those with authority. And I'm pleased to see the resident city commissioner here. He represents those with authority. And that way, we create a case for life, for health, for development. None of you here partners, none of you executives here can bring about growth or development in your companies and organizations unless there is good health, unless we got good life. And as many of you have mentioned, once the Kabaka added his voice to those of leaders in government and health officials, the population in Uganda and generally in the whole of Uganda was mobilized, and the need to abstain from sex, especially within young people, the need to test our status, especially as men, the need to take our medicine, the ARVs, for those who are positive, and the need for faithfulness for married couples was appreciated, it was amplified, and it was taken more seriously. I was in Buvuma Islands last week, and my mission was to engage with communities about the dangers posed by HIV/AIDS, but also to engage with matters to do with production, and the emphasis was on coffee production and fishing, because the mainstay for people in the islands is fishing. The engagement with the communities is bearing fruit. When I was in Buvuma, some young man told me that when he heard His Majesty cautioning young people about random sex, he told me that he became more careful. He said that the moment I heard the Kabaka'S voice over CBS cautioning us against random sex, he told me that every time he meets girls, he's very, very cautious. Now, that is something positive. If you came with hands, you would use them. And like we've heard from USC and UNAIDS, the infection rates have gone down, but a lot more needs to be done. That's why we are here today to launch the sale of the KBR kits, the Kabaka Birthday Run kits. The birthday run is going to be held on the 12th, as you heard from the First Deputy KATIKKIRO, the 12th of April this year, just a day before His Majesty turns 71. Major milestone, that one too. I acknowledge our partners. AIRTEL has been with us since the beginning. You've been with us since the beginning. And it's remarkable the journey we've made. Remy says that the first turn-up was 1,000. I don't think so. It was more than that. It was close to 10,000. I remember that correctly, because the kits that were made were not 1,000. They were more than that. Whatever the case, the progress has been very impressive. 120,000 runners, the biggest on the African continent. I&M Bank, Uganda's Commission, UNAIDS, New Vision Group, Monitor Publications, CBS, of course, BBS, of course, and all the others that the CEO of Majestic Brands has introduced. I thank you for heeding the call for an AIDS, HIV-free Uganda. We want to witness that as soon as 2030. So we are about to, somebody told me last year that we're about to enjoy life. That's what somebody told me. I told him, aren't you enjoying life now? Said, no, we're not enjoying life. You come across these good-looking men and you're scared whether they are safe. and nothing to say about the beautiful looking girls. There are plenty in Uganda. So he said, you're going to enjoy life. I don't know whether the Archbishop of Rubaga has heard me say that, but those are the realities we live with. So we need, yes, to enjoy life. We need to live freely, not to be worried all the time about this scourge. Yes, I can see the Minister for Information smiling broadly. These are the young people who haven't enjoyed life. So if companies, if organizations like yours make profits, but have little regard for the well-being of the people within whom they operate, I think it creates the worst moments of commerce and trade, the worst moments for capitalism. So I thank you, partners, very, very much from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for being pro-people. I call upon Ugandans to buy the kits that are now available. You had the First Deputy KATIKKIRO urge you to buy them in time. I call upon companies and organizations to join this crusade. Even others who haven't joined yet, the big companies, they should come over. What is money for when the people within whom you raise the money are dying off? I call upon schools. I'm very pleased to see students from Lubiri High School, Mengo campus, joining us together with their head teacher and members of staff. And I'm very pleased to see the Vice Chancellor of Mutesa, the First Royal University, the Principal of the Buganda Royal Institute of Business and Technical Education. Let the students join the run. I call upon houses of worship, especially now during the Lenten season or Ramadan, to come and join us, for them to be at the forefront. After all, during Lent and Ramadan, these are some of the things that are being preached all the time, the things we talk about that will assist us, or enable us not to catch HIV/AIDS. These are the very themes of this period. I call upon them to join us. Let us all converge.
That's what we want to do. The annual Kabaka Birthday Run is a great advocacy and attracts many people. So as the country runs this last mile to end AIDS as a public health threat, Uganda AIDS Commission applauds Buganda Kingdom for maintaining that. We renewed our partnership with Buganda Kingdom recently by signing an updated Memorandum of Understanding, and we agreed on a set of activities that we'll implement together to fight against AIDS. So as we get ready for this year 2026, the Kabaka Birthday Run with the theme Men for Good Health to Save the Girl Child and to Fight to End AIDS by 2030, I call upon us to, first of all, disseminate the HIV prevention messages to your staff, to your communities during this year, that we are focusing on abstinence is still there, being faithful, use of condoms, and the many other ways that have come up over the years. We encourage the population to test and know their HIV status, to mainstream HIV services in all programs within the kingdom, and to engage young people in empowerment programs to address poverty alleviation in the kingdom and beyond, to support and refer people living with HIV for services. Uganda AIDS Commission will support the Kabaka Run with 30 million shillings, Uganda shillings. And as we look forward to the Kabaka Run 2026, I call upon all the people of Uganda and all Ugandans to stand with the Kabaka, His Royal Highness Ronald Mwenda Mutebi, to turn up for this